Atlassian is always making all kinds of changes to their ecosystem, and today we're going to be talking about a change that is mostly going to impact enterprise customers, but really anybody in what Atlassian calls their original user management is going to be impacted. I like to call it the old way, but original is apparently the technical term. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you drop a like, and more importantly, make sure you check out that link tree down in the description, because in that link tree, I have one-on-one help if you need it. I have my book, I have paid courses, I have merch, I have all the different things that are available for you to help you take your skills to the next level. So make sure you check out that link tree. And now let's get back to the video. So what's changing? If you are in the original user management system, if you're already in the centralized, then this is not going to apply for you. But if you are in that original one, and I know a lot of enterprise customers are, then listen up, because this is going to be a pretty big change. We will, as of March 27, 2025, so it depends on when you're watching this, it might have already happened or it's going to be happening very, very soon. We are not going to be able to have the trusted user role anymore. That role is officially going away, and it's going to have some implications for you and your team unless you do some action. And so what can trusted users do today? Well, they have access to all the products on the site. They have access to product administration for all products on the site. They can add products to a site, and they can invite users to Jira or Confluence from that team's menu. And so naturally, what will happen to my trusted users? Well, they're still going to be able to access the products and product administration. They just won't be able to add users or add products, which I think is a really, really good thing. I never quite understood why Atlassian had this trusted, which was kind of like sandwiched between the site/org admin and the Jira admin. It was like this very weird, like, I trust you, but I don't really trust you to do the billing, but I trust you enough to do everything else. It's a very weird thing. So I didn't like when people were trusted, because another disadvantage of the trusted is that the trusted acted a lot like the site admin. And so naturally, this trusted user would have access to all the products. And if you have usage limits, if you have license limitations, then that trusted user would take up all the products. Even if they were only accessing like Jira, they would take up every product that you had. So I've never been a big fan of the trusted user, and I always really just have the site admin, or I have a regular user. So I'm really actually kind of glad that this trusted user is going away. But if you are still using those trusted users, what's going to happen to your trusted users? Okay. So they're still going to be able to access again, right? They just won't be able to do anything. But these trusted users belong to a group that's hidden in the group site. So Atlassian has been kind of trying to make this go away for some time now. And so just know that after they remove that trusted role, they're going to hide the group so you can identify the users and you're going to be able to move them, and they're going to be in this trusted users group. So at least you're going to be able to find them easily. So what do you need to do? So Atlassian recommends that you inform your trusted users of this change. Communication is always key, and letting them know that this change is coming is important. And in fact, they might not even know that they're a trusted user. Most of the time, this is only a behind the scene thing. Unless you go to admin.atlassian.com a lot, you probably wouldn't even know. So just over communicate and let them know that this is happening, or don't, because what they don't know can't hurt them, right? And so you're gonna be able to find your trusted users again in admin.atlassian.com, go to products, and you're gonna navigate to the site and then select your trusted in the any role filter. Then, if you need to, you can make them a site admin, or you can just remove that trusted user and just make them a regular user. And I would personally recommend you make them a regular user if they don't need all that power. You want to minimize, you want to have the lowest amount of site admins in your site, and you would want to demote them to just a regular user and give them the appropriate product licenses that they need, and that's it. Their Jira experience shouldn't change because they're still going to have access to the product. They're just not going to be able to do what I'll call dangerous things, right? And so this is, I think, a really good change, because now your site admins should be folks that are quote unquote trusted with managing Jira. They're the ones that have the keys to the kingdom, and they can break things if they're not careful. So you want to make sure you have a good set of Jira admins that are trained, that know what they're doing, that know the implications of their actions. These are the people that need to know that you should never rename a status. They're the people that should know to never just blanketly make a field required, because that's going to cripple Jira for all users. So make sure your site admins are well trained and know what the heck they're doing as a site admin. And for everybody else, these formerly trusted users that maybe you just gave them that trusted privilege because A, you didn't know what that was for, or two, they just needed to have this roadblock and eliminated so they can do whatever they need to do, I would demote them, right? Because again, anytime that you can lower the risk of having site admins or too many site admins is a really good thing. And so this trusted user just going away is really, really good news. So that's it for this video. If you do need a little bit of help though, and you're still confused by all of this, again, that link tree down in the description, I have one-on-one help. Let's set up some time and let me help you figure out your landscape, help you figure out and understand what's going on with your users and what your options are. I would love to just 1 hour of my time is worth weeks and weeks and weeks of you Googling stuff. So make sure you take advantage of that. And also check out that merch store, check out that book, check out all the other things that I got going on. I have memberships, I have donations, I have so many different things. So check them all out inside that link tree. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you drop a like, and I'll see you in the next one.